So we're gonna be grabbing a piece of paper today. You can have pens, pencils, some markers, or some crayons if you like. So starting off by today, we're gonna make our background all blue, a little bit, but also having some land. So if you guys don't know, there's 5 oceans in total. And we're gonna be starting off with, let's start off with the big land over here. This is gonna be the United States. Very nice. Over here, we're gonna see Atlantic. um, Over here is where we see more like Asia and other places. So let's curve this out. So let's say this is the whole entire United States, right? Let's pretend this is United States. Over here is Florida. But over here, where we see more Cali and say New Jersey is over here. We see that distance. So over here, oh, okay. Oh, there it is. We're gonna see here the Pacific Ocean. So just know we're next to Atlantic Ocean, and where California is at, it's where the Pacific Ocean is more. So keep in mind, the world is a circle. So if we were to make it like this, circle, technically over here is also the Pacific Ocean. And this is Asia. Over here, we're gonna make Europe. Over here, we're gonna make Africa. And right here is like where Australia is at. So we have Pacific, Atlantic, Indian is over here. Below Atlantic Ocean, we have Southern America. Well, I mean South America with that. And over here is the Southern Ocean. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. We're missing one. We have Pacific, Atlantic, Southern, Indian. I only have 4. Up here is the Arctic. Over here is the Arctic Ocean. Oh wait, let me just circle that. So we just did a map right here. naming out the 5 oceans. We got Southern, Indian, Atlantic, Arctic, and Pacific. And I also brought some friends with me that we have here. So let's take a look with the seal, right? Taking a guess, where would it live? You guys can unmute if you like. Go ahead.
Maybe in Atlantic Ocean.
Atlantic. It's really hot over here. Looking at the seal, very more like it would definitely live up in the Arctic Ocean. Having a dolphin here. Oh, a dolphin here. Just did a forklift. Okay, cool. We can see it's definitely going to be in the Atlantic or the Pacific Ocean, or even the Indian Ocean. Maybe you saw this, but mostly these two. We're just going to put them there. We see a lot of turtles in the Atlantic. Mostly dolphins we see a lot in the Pacific. We have a shark here. So do you guys know where we will see mostly sharks? In the Pacific or Atlantic? You can go ahead.
Probably in Atlantic because they don't come where humans are.
You're right. They are in Atlantic. We have a penguin here. You can see him. We have a penguin. Oh, you can go. You know. Got this. You got this.
It goes over well, I forgot what it's called, but it's a cold ocean.
The Arctic?
Yeah.
So there can be some in the Arctic and some in the Southern, but since Southern doesn't have any animals, we're gonna put them in the Southern. But you're absolutely right. There are some animals in the Arctic Ocean, such as the. I'm trying to think of one. The penguin emperor, if you know him from Happy Feet. Very great. And then we have an octopus. He came from Finding Dory, actually. He's a very funny guest. So does anyone know where he would like mostly be at? You can go.
I think it would probably mostly be where the turtles and the shark is.
Some of them, yes. But I would definitely go ahead with the Pacific Ocean, but you're right. Like, you're so close. Oh. Sorry. This stingray was for a very fun trip for right now. He decided to walk away. So, we have a stingray and a sea star. You guys want to take a guess on which one would be in it? You can go.
The sea star will probably be in the front because it likes rocks.
Mm-hmm.
And the stingray would probably be where the shark is in the turtle.
Mm-hmm. So we don't have any. So you're absolutely right. There's going to be some animals over here in Atlantic and the Pacific. But since Indian doesn't have a lot of animals right now, because we don't have any, we're going to put them over here. So we have our animals all here, right? So now we're going to start filling in our map that we drew in the back. So I'm just going to move our little friends over here onto the side. And we can get some markers, some color instances, because first we're going to draw out the background and it's going to be all blue. So what I'm going to do first, I'm going to grab my circle, the way that I outlined it, I'm going to grab the blue, the dark blue, and just circle around the circles that I did for every ocean, just to have them pop out already. Excuse for my voice, I'm very raspy right now, so sorry. Now we're just gonna color in the ocean, blue, I'm so sorry. So I'm just filling in still my water. It is taking a long time just to do this. So sorry for keeping myself quiet. I'm just so focused right now, trying to fill it in. It doesn't have to be perfect, but if you want to, you can still try to keep neat. I'm not the very neatest person here, but of course, making art is not very neat. It can be messy too. Doesn't always have to be neat. So now that I fill in all my water, there we go. You guys can see that. I just put my title over here, the 5 oceans, just to keep in mind on what we're doing. I'm just gonna put it in a box. Now, with this, I'm gonna erase the names that I have put in over here and make them big. I think I misspelled that. Let's start putting the other names for them. You guys can see the Pacific Ocean is over there. Let's do Southern Ocean. Right now, I'm grabbing my black pen with a marker and just outlining names just so you guys can see it. You guys can do it also if you like with the marker or the black pen just to make sure the can be seen. Oh, I didn't fill that in. Oh, okay. Oh, with the Arctic, since it's very snowy up there, I'm just gonna leave it blank. But with the rest, I'm going to fill in with a greenish color. Grab my darkest green and just start outlining the shapes of it. And then I'm just gonna fill in very gently green, light green. Oh, and then I forgot to strip it. I'm still filling in. I filled in all the green parts of the world. Right now I'm just naming them. Here's New Jersey. That's California over here. Oh, I did not name South America. Okay. Oh. Hey. Oh. Seeing how we see our friends from the forest, they said the 3 R's, right? If you guys remember the 3 R's. I can help you with one. We can start naming off. Oh, you already know. Okay, you can go.
The thing we were talking about like last, well, it was we use, recycle, reuse.
That's good. You got it. So those are the 3 R's. So I have a paper that has already been used, but that's okay because we're going to recycle this. By recycling it, we're going to be drawing animals. So we have a lot of animals that are very insect over here. So looking back to the animals that we were using earlier, we're just gonna draw them in a very smaller 4 paper so that we can glue them on there instead of like using this. So do you want to choose the one for me to draw for you first? Okay, so I think sea star is gonna be more easier to draw. So we're just gonna look at it and we're gonna start drawing. So making a star is very difficult. So we can start making a line and bring it down by the same height. Bring it up, make it down to the side, and then connecting it. So with this, you're gonna erase the inside, the lines inside of it. But now, to erase the lines inside, you can put the lines back. So now you have your own sea star over here. So a sea star always gonna have a margin for, right? Just a little dot over there, and we can start adding details. Wait, it looks so scaly. You can start adding a lot of bumps, very much details if you like. You can color in later. But this is just to have a little bit more detail. Oh, it's gonna look like the face. Okay. Oh, okay. Gonna have a face because it's happy that it's having a new home. So grabbing with a pair of scissors, you want to be careful with this. You don't want to hurt yourself. But with this, you can start cutting this out in a square. Make it a little bit more bigger. You can leave it as this if you want to, unless color it. I want to color it first before I cut it out. I'm gonna grab like a red color and just fill it in. It doesn't have to be neat because we're gonna cut it out later. I'm gonna grab my black coloring pencil and start outlining my sea star. And I'm putting back all the details that I gave it. And putting the smile back on. Now with that, I'm gonna cut out the piece of the sea star. Being careful, you don't want to cut yourself. Avoiding all the fingers, still cutting the paper. You can ask somebody else to help you with this. Oh, okay. So, do you guys remember where we put the sea star? Go ahead.
I think we put it in the Atlant in
the Indian Ocean?
Yeah, Indian Ocean, yeah.
Good, because I remember putting it over there. So I'm gonna grab my glue, or you can grab your tape, whichever you want. I'm gonna use the glue. I'm gonna dab a little bit, not too much. Oh, that might be too much. Okay. I'm just gonna put him right over here. Hopefully it doesn't spread. Oh, it spread. That's okay. Well, he's having fun over there. So we're gonna move our sea star from the other side, just to keep in mind that we already used them. Let's look at a stingray. So why do we name him Stingray? Because it has its ray over here and it stings you. And it has very nice barbs in it. By the way, so if you get caught by one, it might be painful to take it off. So that's why in the aquarium, we make sure we take them off because we don't want to get injured. So by making a stingray, looking at it, I'll say like, let's draw a line in the middle. That's gonna be our way to guide us. Seeing how it has two eyes, I'm gonna put it on the side, on the other side, like that. Could be big, could be small. Looking at it, it has a very narrow point, and then like whoop, and whoop, and it goes into the tail, the stingray. This is a very nice looking stingray, I'll say that. Looks very rough right now, but it's okay. We're gonna clean him up by giving him a more nice line going down, connecting that, erasing, grabbing that, this flip, making this going down, lines going, the gills, looks like it has it. And then some openings over here. And then make some lines going down. Oh, maybe we should like more so like you could tell what's the gills and what's not. Okay. Now we have our stingray. It's very nice. We're gonna grab our black pencil. Oh, wait. We are? Oh, wait. Before we do that, we're gonna grab our scissors. We're gonna cut him out. Because we're gonna use them. And I don't want to get the other paper. So now I've cut him out. I'm gonna put him over there. Make sure you stick down. Grab this, grab the black pencil, and gently go over this so it can match with the stingray since it's very gray. I'm gonna pull down the paper because it's sticking up and coloring it gently with the black color since we don't have a gray. Well, I don't, you might, but I don't. It's already done. I'm gonna go over with the black and start outlining him. Going over all the lines that I created. Making them squiggly. There we go. So we have now created our stingray. He looks very cool. So now, being careful with the scissors, of course, you want to be careful with cutting. I always have my two fingers holding it like a heart, I guess. Want to be careful. Oh, I like that. You want to be careful, grabbing it like this and cutting it, avoiding all your fingers. Don't want to hurt yourself. I shouldn't have done that. Well, okay, we can take it back in. Whoop. Okay. It's okay. Mistakes happen. Keep on cutting. Do you guys remember where we put the stingray again? I'm pretty sure we had put him with the sea star. How do I put you without blocking you? Well, you're gonna have to be blocking Australia. Sorry. Sorry, Australia. You guys want to learn a cool fact from Australia? No? Yeah? Okay. So in Australia, they have like a season, I think, and there's a bunch of spiders. It's so crazy because it looks like fog. Oh, you know it? You heard of that? You want to say anything? You can unmute yourself.
It's like thousands of spiders, and they go in toilets and in a lot of people's cars.
Yeah, it looks like it's been like very foggy up there, but it's really the spiders. And it's so creepy. Would you live up there? I wouldn't. Would you, Brian? It's okay. Giving me gestures like with a thumbs up or a no, it's okay. You can unmute yourself if you want. Go ahead. I see you raising your hand. You can unmute yourself.
I used to want to live there until I realized it's like so many frogs and spiders and going in the toilets.
Yeah. So weird and so creepy. So scary too. But anyway, going to New Jersey, I went to Virginia like a few weeks ago, and I seen like so many dolphins with us in a boat. So we're gonna be drawing a dolphin. So I want to draw it from the side profile because we're gonna use this chunk piece. So looking at the dolphin, it has a very narrow beak, very long, very flat. So I want you guys to point out the difference between the shark and the dolphin. I'm just gonna put them right over here. I want you to notice something different about them from the side profile. I'm gonna make sure, give it away so you guys can see. Let's see if I can hold it up. Do you see a difference with the tails, with the shark and the dolphin? Oh, I have glue on my hand. It's okay if you don't. Creating a beak and then bringing it up, creating the dorsal fin and bringing it down, and then bringing up the other fin, making another fin at the bottom, and then we'll be having enough space. We can create the tail with another piece of paper. Okay. Okay. Grabbing it with my black pen. I'm gonna cut out this piece of dolphin. cut them out. Put the paper in a different spot. And start filling in the dolphin. Looks like it's not even a dolphin. That's okay. You don't have to look like a dolphin. That's okay. Nobody will be upset. Alright, so I colored my dolphin blue, and we see it's white at the bottom. Do you guys want to know another fact about the dolphin? Because why it's blue on the top and why is it white at the bottom? Cool. So when we see the ocean, it's very blue, and that's why we see on top of the dolphin, it has a blue color. But if we were to turn around the dolphin, facing it up, we see it's white. And what would look like when you're in the ocean and you look up, you see a white. That's because of the clouds. So using this, a lot of animals get confused when they look at dolphins because they think, wow, that's the ocean. That might not be a dolphin. That doesn't look like a dolphin because that's the ocean, right? It's blue. But instead, when we look at the bottom of it, it's white. They're gonna be like, whoa, that's not a dolphin. That's the sky. They're gonna not. So that's how they avoid getting hurt in the ocean. But of course, nature happens. A lot of things happen in the ocean. Okay. Oh, wait, no, they're in the Pacific. What am I talking about? I'm just putting glue on it just for it to get glued on. And we're gonna create the tail by using one of the pieces already. I'm just gonna quickly that doesn't look like a tail. So the tail looks like it's going like a V shape, and it's going down like that, and that. That seems good enough, you know? I'll take that. Anyways, we'll just color in. And woo! Oh, it's going everywhere. Wow. I'm gonna use the scissors very safely without the paper falling from my hands. I have slippery hands today. Unbelievable. Dolphin. So slippery. Do you guys know another animal that is slippery? I do. But it's not definitely in the ones that we named. It's called a snail. You know why they're so slippery? Well, why they look like they're so slimy? They create mucus. It's so ew. Who would want to touch a snail? I wouldn't. So nasty. Ew. I'm joking. Snails very cute. They're so adorable. Have you ever seen a slug? Slugs are so adorable. What are you guys' favorite animal? You can speak. You can unmute. Oh, I dropped the tail.
The animal or like land animal?
Like any animal Like any animal. It could be land or any water.
My favorite land animal would be a koala or a panda.
Those are really cute. I agree with you. Oh.
And my house is fish tank that has fish and two snails in it.
That's nice. My mom is afraid of snails. She doesn't like how they look. It's like, it weirds her out. So anyways, I did my dolphin over here. I couldn't fit the tail, but I made a tail and it's popping out. So, oh wow, look at that. Mr. Sea Turtle has come and given us a great tour. So we're gonna start drawing him because we want to dedicate him. So by drawing a sea star, what am I talking about? A sea turtle. We're gonna draw like a little teardrop for his head. There's a lot of blue. I am mispronouncing words now. We're gonna like give him a great big oval shape. And give him his flippers. Making sure I get the back flippers too. And then we're gonna start detailing him for the eyes. And start, let's take a look on his shell. Creating another line. We're gonna draw more lines, but just sticking out. So this is just gonna be that. Getting more lines, creating more lines, making a design. And then filling in those lines by connecting them. Look at that. Mr. Sea Turtle is now happy. So I'm gonna grab this green color and the dark color, but I'm gonna first cut him out because I don't want to get the other paper messed up. Cutting it out, cut him out. Oh, you have glue already. That's not cool. The glue is getting everywhere. So I'm gonna color him very lightly with the light green. Doesn't have to be perfect, just make sure you fill it in. Grabbing the dark one and start filling in all the dark spots. Want to fill in, like in between. That seems okay. Now let's give him darker flippers. And a brown head. He has some brown on it. And his tail too. So now, grabbing the black one, I'm gonna outline him. Making sure I grab all of it. All of the details on him. Making that circle that we did, that second circle. And filling all of those lines that we created. Pop, 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 pop. And filling all those details that we put inside of him in his shell. So, the turtle is a living fossil. Can you believe that? I can. Same thing with horseshoe crabs. They're a living fossil too. But the thing is, they have been around here so long. But this is like, I'm not sure if it's true. But apparently the Mayans used to use the turtle as to count how many days and months in a year. So in the turtle, you'll see like, I believe like 12 of the big ones and 360. But they took like the calendar out of the turtle. I'm not sure about this information. I just know that the Mayans used it as a way to know how to count the days for a year. Cutting out my turtle very gently because I want to be careful, like I did with my dolphin, with the stingray. I accidentally ripped off his stingray and he wasn't happy about that. Being careful, of course. Keep in mind, keeping my fingers away. And cutting. Here we go. Now, he's gonna go with the dolphin. We're gonna put some tape all over you. Use tape. Woo! I don't like using a lot, but we're gonna put a dot and start spreading that all over. Oh, he is already sticking. So now we're almost done. We just got 3 more oceans to go. Two more. So I'm gonna use this very small piece to create my penguin because I just want to draw his face. I don't, let's see. Oh, there we go. Hey, now you can see what I'm about to do. So looking at the penguin over here, he has a very circle shape, a beak, give him a little nostrils, few eyes. Let's give him a top hat because he's very fancy. A little eye. And then I guess we'll give him a hand. Some peppers. For outlining him. Using my yellow, I'm just gonna fill it in. Grab an orange too, filling in his little feet. Grabbing the black again, making him a little bit more dark. Now I'm gonna cut him out. He is missing a leg, but we're gonna make him a leg by using a different piece of paper that we already have cut out. Because what are we doing? We're recycling and we're reducing our paper going into the oceans. I'm not showing how I'm putting it. There we go. There we go. Oh, there's a penguin left. He has been gone. So I'm gonna put a little bit of tape on. Ooh. Glue on the back of him. Making sure to get everywhere. And putting him next to the Arctic Ocean. And then using this I'm gonna give him another foot because he does not have another foot. Gonna fill in a little bit of the orange. Making it that. Just bringing it to the side. And I grab my scissors and carefully cut it out. I don't want to injure myself. I do not want to get the cut. Now we can grab a little bit of tape. And tape it in. There we go. Take that.
Fighting's not that easy.
Oh. So we're gonna start drawing Mr. Seal. Mr. Seal over here looks like he's looking up. So I'm gonna grab my pencil once more. And we're gonna draw a circle, little snout on the top. And then bring him down. Create a little flipper with him. Create his long body. And with his hip. And then filling in this flipper. Look at him go. So as we see, the seal has a lot of skin. Well, because of that, well, he's very skinny, but he's very thick. But because of this, they have a lot of blubber, and this is like under it, a lot of fat, just to keep them warm and also like regulate their body temperature, just like us, they're mammals. So does anyone know if we're cold-blooded or warm-blooded? Brian, do you know if we're warm-blooded or cold-blooded? It's okay if you don't know. You can take a guess. You want to take a guess?
Cold-blooded.
You said cold-blooded?
Yes.
You're saying that us as humans, we're
No,
cold-blooded?
warm-blooded.
Oh, look at that. So yeah, you're absolutely right. Hmm. So I'm gonna quickly draw Mr. Octopus over here. This long 8 arms. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, that's 3. Make one right here. There we go. So he looks very happy. And then let's create our hammerhead shark over here. Oh, you can't see that. My bad. Make that fin. He's going to be looking down. Just to make this. Hopefully this can come. Look, there it goes. So shading it very lightly with the black to make it very, very color. But the red, I think I lost it. That's okay. I'm gonna quickly color him red and start outlining him. They look so happy. I'm gonna quickly cut them out. We're getting stuck on things. And just start taking them out. Okay. And now let's cut Mr. Octopus out. This might be a little bit, he has a lot of arms. That's okay, we'll make it through. Oh, you're cutting your head, so sorry. My apologies. And we're gonna be cutting your arms too, sorry. But you will be having enough arms. So they're going to be going into the Atlantic Ocean. We have finished with everyone.